Hello, friends. How are you? I have missed you so much, and I hope to see you very soon. But I am sending you my love. I miss you a lot. So I'm here in the outdoors, in my garden, and I'm gonna read you a book. And I might not be at the library, but any place is a good place to read a book. You can read it inside your house, outside. I love coming and reading outside. I can hear the birds. Can you hear them? So it is such a good day today. Spring just began last week. And I'm going to be reading you this book, and it's called Save the Bees. But before I begin, I'm going to put myself small, so I'm going to minimize my screen here. And I'm going to put myself all the way down here so you can see. So I am in my library, in my e-book library. And as we talked before, e-book means, yes, electronic books. So let's look for the book that I'm going to read. It's called Save the Bees. Can you see it? Oh, here it is. Save the Bees by illustrator, and the author is the same person, is Bethany Stahl. So she's the author and she's the illustrator. So the title is Save the Bees. I wonder, why is it important to save the bees? Do they help us? Do they help us humans? Do they help plants? What do they do for the environment? I wonder what they do. Why are they so important? So let's read this book and let's find out. Okay, so we have to go to the beginning. I'm sorry I didn't have, there it is. So let me put myself a little bit down here. Okay, let's begin. In the yard outside the apartment, a small buzz sounded from the center of a flower. Out of the petals popped a little bee named Clover, who has fluffy yellow stuff all over her. I wonder, what is this yellow fluffy stuff all over her? Yes, you are so smart. You know what it is. What is that fluffy stuff? Mateo asked the little bee. The little bee buzzed. It's pollen. Joe lived in the apartments above Mateo. They are neighbors. So here we have Joe, and here we have Mateo. And oh, look, Mateo has clover on his nose. Pollen is what helps plant grow. The pollen sticks to my leg so I can carry it to other flowers. That is how new plants are made. It is called pollination, Clover explained. But why do you carry it to other plants? Is that your job? Mateo asked. Yes, my job is to collect and eat nectar. Clover smiled. Do you know what nectar is? Let's keep on reading. And what is that yellow thing we see over here? Yeah, you're right. Pollen. Let's keep on reading. Flowers make nectar, which is delicious sugary food. Then bees like me keep the nectar in our honey stomach, Clover explained. Do people have a honey tummy? Mateo asked. No, humans have one stomach, but bees have both, Clover said. What do you use your honey stomach for? Joe asked, full of questions. Yes, I'm full of questions too. Why would they have a honey tummy? Why would they have two stomachs? Let's keep on reading to find out. Oh, look at this. Where where is Clover right now? What is this? Is this the honeycomb? Let's keep on reading. Let's find out. Oh, look at the diagram here. We see the diagram of a bee. We see the, the bee's brain, the honey stomach, the stomach, and the mouth. Yes, they have two stomachs. Let's find out. Let's keep on reading. My honey stomach is like a backpack, but on the inside of my body. I can carry nectar all the way home to the beehive. Once I get home, I empty the nectar back out to the bees that stay in the hive. Then they chew and chew just like it is bubble gum. The nectar will turn into thick, sticky honey. Oh, I'm sorry, I read it wrong. The nectar will turn into thick, sticky honey, Clover explained. Wow! Cho and Mateo said in unison. We love honey. Thank you for making it. Yes, thank you very much, bees, for making it. But besides honey, what do you think bees also help with? Let's keep on reading. I love it too, but it's getting hard to travel to and from my home, Clover said sadly. Look, to from their home to where the flowers are because they don't find flowers here. What are these? They look like buildings, huh? And then they have to fly all the way back. Why is it hard to travel? Cho wondered. The more buildings, roads, and parking lots people build, the less space there is for flowers to grow. Without flowers, there is no nectar or pollen for me to carry. Clover frowned. So bees are traveling further from home, but sometimes we travel so far we forget how to get home. Yes, this is very sad indeed, because if they get lost and they never get home, what do you think happens with them? Probably they die. That's right. So this is very, 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 very sad. So let's keep on reading to see what happens. How can we help? Mateo asked. I've got an idea. We can plant more flowers. Joe smiled. Good idea. Maybe we can build a bee hotel so you can take a break when you get tired and other bees will be there. If you get lost, you can work together, Mateo said. Ah, that sounds like a good idea. They have a bee hotel, so they all go to the bee hotel and then they can all work together to see how they get back. But what is a bee hotel? I wonder, is it like a hotel where we go on vacations? Let's keep on reading to find out. Whoa! That would help my friends and me. Clover jumped up and spun in the air. What kind of flowers are your favorite, Clover? We can each put a few on our porches, Mateo said, looking for a pot and soil. We love sunflowers and lavender, marigolds, and peonies. My friends love all kinds of herbs, so even your gardens for food can be shared with us too. Clover buzzed. Oh, look at these illustrations. Look at these flowers. Look at the colors. Look at the lavender, the sunflower, the marigolds. They're all such beautiful colors. So let's keep on reading to see what happens. It was A new spring day, Mateo and Cho wanted to surprise Clover by building a bee hotel. Oh, so now we're going to find out what is a bee hotel and how they're going to build it. We can reuse plastic, just like Agui taught us. My mama helped me cut the top of this bottle and put a string through it, Mateo showed Cho. So we can see here that they cut the top of a bottle. Cool! My dad brought home some bamboo, which is a renewable resource, Cho smiled. The friends placed the bamboo in the bottle and hung it on the wall of their apartment building. Surprise! Mateo and Cho cheered when they heard Clover buzzing near. Each port had many beautiful plants, and here we can see the bee hotel hung. You see it there? Clover smiled and buzzed around, spreading pollen from plant to plant and collecting nectar with her friends along the way. We have one more surprise for you, Mateo grinned. Look at that. You see how they're spreading it all over here? The pollen. Oh, what is the surprise they have? Let's find out. Clover saw a beautiful bee hotel, perfect for her friends and family. They could now take a break between their home and the flower field. So that we can see it here. The bee hotel. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Clover and her friends cheered. Mateo and Cho explained, together we can all save the bees. And isn't that true? All together we can save the bees. And that is the end of our story. So what can you do to save the bees? Well, I'm going to tell you what I've been doing, and I'm going to show you next week. I began my bee garden. I began to do it with my sister Michelle, and I'll show you that next week. But here at the end of the book, we have some information, and here we can see watch the animated audiobook at YouTube.com, and like you can see it here, if you want to see this book animated, you can go and just type this here and it'll take you to it. Also, through the book, you can go back and look at it, and it says search and find, and you can search how many hidden ladybugs can you find. Can you count how many bees are in the beehive? How many honey drips can you count in the beehive? What colors are Clover's favorite flowers? So you can go back and look for them. And here, I love this part of the book. Here we can see the author. And Bethany was recognized for the National Authors Day and awarded for her book, Save the Oceans, during the Celebrate Our Authors events in Knoxville, Tennessee. So here, what we have is make a bee garden, make a bee-friendly garden that she included in her books, and I love this. And here she warns us about something. So she tells us, do not try to touch bees. Clover is a special bee that Mateo and Cho can touch. So remember, don't touch bees because they're going to sting you. And not because they're being mean or anything. It's because that's the way they defend themselves. They don't know if you're going to harm them or something. So that is their natural thing to do. So let's see how to make a bee-friendly garden. So it says, step 1. Find a reusable container that is coffee cup size or bigger. You can even build your own shelter. So reusable means something that we can use again. So we can see here, maybe a coffee container that you can reuse, Or like Mateo used, he used a reusable plastic bottle and he cut it with his mom. So let's see step 2. Step 2, cut pieces of bamboo that have an interior diameter of 1/8 to 1/2 and are long enough to reach the back of your container. So here we see the bamboo and to put it in the container. Step 3, hang or mount the home to a wall, fence, or somewhere with a sturdy surface about 4 feet high. Face the shelter to the south. Enjoy helping to save the bees. Now, if you're going to do this activity, make sure that you do it with your mom, dad, grandparents, or someone that it's adult. So I wanted to show you two other websites. So let me minimize this. And here we have our first, and this is Let's Be Friends. So all the way down, if you scroll down here, it gives you information about bees and also it tells you how to build a bee hotel. And I'm going to give you the links to it so you can look and read. So there's different kinds of ways that you can do a bee hotel, and there are also other activities that you can do. So this is the other website, and it's Bees Kids Growing Strong. And here we can see it says not all flying insects with black and yellow stripes are bees, and not all bees have black and yellow stripes. So here we see not a bee. It has yellow and black stripes, but it's not a bee. It's a yellow jacket. And here we see also not a bee, and this is a Hoover Fly. And here, look at this one. For me, I would have thought that this was a bug, a mosquito, or something like that because it doesn't have the black and yellow stripes. But guess what? This is a blue orchid mason bee. So if you want to keep on reading about bees, you can also come down here and find more information about them. Well, I hope that you have enjoyed reading this book, and I would like you to write 2 things. What did you learn today, and what was your favorite part of the book? So thank you very much, and I miss you and I love you, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you very much.